When we look at skincare per se, it was developed at the baby boomers' time into what it is today, a lifestyle thing. Who runs this business traditionally? Typically people there's now by now today, you're looking at them, there's about 60 something, 50 something to 60 something years old. Now remember, COVID has given us a game changer in everything. What makes it a successful business model last time? One is based on relationship. Second is based on the older generation of management that are baby boomers. We have an attachment, we have a rapport. But with COVID, it is inevitable that new management, younger generation management comes into most skincare brands today. Why are skincare agencies failing today? Some skincare agencies, in fact, gave up 2 decades, 3 decades of their time doing just distribution of skincare. Why do some of my friends lose the skincare business? Why are some struggling today? And why are some in the midst of losing a distributorship? Let's explore today and see what you can do as a skincare agency transiting into the new era. With the presence of digital media, do you agree that you can see international brands selling online? Shopee, Lazada, Amazon, yada yada yada. What does this mean to you? At the end of the day, international brands are also dying to reach the end user customer. Take one step back. The digital media is basically a tool of outreach to anybody that does business today. Realistically, you cannot ignore it. And in some skincare brands, when they have a transition from the older generation into the new, it is again uncontrollable that this new generation management or owners would want to embrace digital media more aggressively than you think, use it much more effectively than you did, thought through the process of IoT and the big data. So for argument's sake, since we've seen the evidence of selling online, having international brands reaching out into the end user area, what should you do? What would you want to do? Give up? No way, my friend. Now, let's look at the role of skincare brand agency. A skincare brand agency, crudely put, is someone that finances a beauty care product towards the dealer, and thereafter the dealer sells to the consumer. So if a skincare brand is to go direct to the consumer in your territory, let it be. The business model that used to work yesterday will not work today anymore in this new era. Why? Firstly, as a brand agency, you do not have exclusive ownership to the brand IP. Neither do you have the exclusive ownership of the brand ingredients. So, as a brand agency previously, you are actually working for the brand.
The digital race made easy. Now you can.
I have a main business in aesthetic product distribution as well. The brand is called Verbiage. Now, what stands out between you and me is that this product, I own the IP, I own the product ingredient, I own the production. And end of the day, since 2009, I decided to make it a star product concept. It simply does only one thing, very specific and very niche. So throughout the years, my business model is such that if you need to order, we produce just in time. I don't stock the whole warehouse full of stocks waiting to expire, but at every delivery they get amazing products that produces consistent results all these years. Do I suffer the same fate as international brands in the market today? Yes. The first 6 months of lockdown, global lockdown that is, I've lost 70% revenue. Come 9 months, I lost 90% of revenue. Have I fallen? Almost, but not dead. So what's the truth behind? Once you own the IP, once you create a niche, once you create a product that's non-competitive to today's market, then you have a chance of survival, through and through, pandemic or not. So as experienced skincare brand agencies, why not you consider a star product that will push you through into markets that you already own? Let me share with you again a few conversations I have with buddies around the region in Asia. I have buddies in Hong Kong, in Korea, in Malaysia, in Singapore for the matter, and Indonesia. And when I talk about these few points, okay, I have various different response. I have a buddy that says, hey, look, I'm only doing business to business. Good for you. I'm going to challenge that statement. I have buddies that says, look, I have dealers that are basically in different regions of a very small country and each sell prices that are different. Fine. But what can you do? Sure, there's something to be done. Can be done. And I also have people that says, if it's investing a little bit to transform myself with the digital media, it's fine. But look, all these are very short-sighted response. If I may suggest one good idea, it is called the ecosystem. What essentially is an ecosystem? An ecosystem basically takes care of you, the skincare agency, okay, and takes care of delivery at the same time of a centralized data that your dealer can pull out at any time, having insights of his or her own customer, at the same time satisfying quick delivery turnaround. Now look, you might say, why the purpose of taking away the salon business? We are not. This ecosystem basically gives back the same cut, if not a slightly discounted cut, to your dealer by doing the delivery straight to the consumer. Hold on, I know your response. ST, you're mad. Yes, I am mad because my business has been transformed. Not because I'm mad, because I see how I need to adapt. Let's face it. Let's say top 20% of your client that makes 80% of the revenue. Fair? They will definitely come to you and say, ST, if you dare to send to my consumer direct, I will break your contract. Allow me to share my thoughts. Go ahead. Simple reason. Top 20% of your clients today, how young are they? We are not going to talk about relationship today. We're going to be very realistic with the evidence we spoke some minutes ago. You are the brand agencies that holds major stock and that brand commitment in order for your dealer to survive all these years. And your top 20% has the right to make noise. True. If I build an ecosystem, I include their incentive backwards. Think about it. And the key important point of an ecosystem that you want to build got to include and be inclusive of the digital media era. Your digital media on behalf of your top 20% to gain more clients, to gain repeat clients, to engage existing clients. Let's face the facts, you and I together. When we buy things today, do we shop 5 times before we make a decision to buy that product that we may wish to have? Sure. Why? The digital media have reached each and everyone, especially during COVID when we have time in our hands. We literally search 5 times before we make a purchase decision. It will be no difference today onwards. The same consumer that buys from your value-added dealer, the same consumer that buys from your dealer will do the same thing. Research 5 times on prices, research 5 or more times on who they buy from, research who the distributor is in the country, and or if not, who is the original manufacturer. Can I buy online? These are the realities that make a lot of skincare businesses fail because you refuse to face reality. It took my business 3 months to transform. We make it purposeful, we make it with intent, we understand digital media is here to stay. How do we create an ecosystem, or how I'm helping my clients to come up with an ecosystem? Give me a shout out. I'm here to help. The ecosystem is a B to B to C. The ecosystem would do well if it can support the top 20% of your dealers today, whom may be baby boomers, whom have a resistance to digital media, whom have a resistance to transform. On top of the ecosystem, if you would add a star product concept into your business model, you will do well to survive. But most importantly, to end this session, is the big data.
The digital race made easy. Now you can.